Today I am doing the Darkling Tag. This is kind of like a goth subculture tag. I saw a fellow YouTuber, Lorna Sharp, do it. She is super cute. She's very pin-uppy. Her channel is kind of like alt fashion and makeup. I absolutely love her channel. When I saw her do this tag, I thought it was super cute and I really wanted to do it too. So here we are. I have actually linked her video down below so you can go watch her tag. But otherwise, let's get into it. Oh, and if you want to see this makeup look, I will also link that down below. I did this for a collaboration for a black halo eye. So if you want to see how that's done, definitely check that link out too. Number one, what is your favorite candle scent? This is probably a little bit cliche for me. My lace is getting stuck in this wicker chair. My wicker throne, as many of you have called it, which I don't hate. My favorite candle scent, well, for one, I really love anything like fall. I love like pumpkin candles. My absolute favorite is dragon's blood, which comes from the plant Dracaena cinnamomum. This is it's actually a tree. I believe it grows in Indonesia. I could be wrong, but I'll put the location that it actually comes from on the screen right here because I don't quite remember. But what is really cool about this plant is that when the tree is cut, the sap is blood red and it looks like it's oozing blood. It's a really, really beautiful tree. The smell is very like, so how to describe dragon's blood? It is definitely it's a very robust scent and almost musky, but not like bad musk. Hard to explain. If you get the chance, definitely smell dragon's blood. It's really nice. And it is actually spelled, it's Dracaena cinnamomum. So it is spelled the exact same way as Dracaena is. It's just pronounced differently. My pronunciation of Dracaena, which I touch on this in my introduction video. My spelling comes from the ancient Greek word for dragon, which is Dracaena with the hard C instead of Dracaena. A lot of people that are aware of Dracaena cinnamomum assume that our last name is the same. Do you have a favorite book? I don't really have a favorite book, and unfortunately, I'll be honest, that I don't really get to read as much as I used to, but I love Anne Rice. I was an Anne Rice fan in junior high and high school. I love the Interview with the Vampire series. I also love J.K. Rowling. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Even in like elementary school, I remember going to town on the Harry Potter books. And actually, I have only read up through Goblet of Fire, but I do hope to catch up on the rest eventually. Are you a tea or a coffee person? In general, I am a tea person. I love green tea just straight. I will, and this is why I can't drink coffee, I will drink green tea until the caffeine makes me sick because I will just like down cup after cup. It's a problem. I've had to limit myself to 2 tea bags a day, which I do try to stick to because again, I will just drink caffeine until I'm shaky and don't feel good, which is why I don't drink a lot of coffee. In terms of coffee, I really love extra dark roast black coffee. It's got to be very specific though. I don't like just basic diner coffee. There is a place not too far from us called Chisano. It's a tiny locally owned fair trade coffee shop and they have some of the best coffee from all over the world. A few years ago, what one of the employees had told us was that the owner actually travels all over and sources his own coffee. There was some from Kenya and the Congo that was literally blow your head off coffee. Like it was just so good. Really deep, robust tasting. I'm also a fan of dark chocolate, so I just like bitters. Very deep, dark coffee without being sour or tangy, which I find a lot of like diner coffee to just be like tangy and not good. So I'm really picky when it comes to coffee. I love coffee, but it's got to be specific coffee. And truthfully, the coffee I like tends to be like rocket fuel. It's so good. The caffeine, it is so pure and clean. What is your favorite brand of lipstick? Honestly, I really don't have one. I have jumped around a lot and truthfully, I don't wear a lot of lipstick because I really like to eat. And eating and drinking does not match well with lipstick because it comes off. I'll tell you, what I have on right now is sticking really well. Unfortunately, this is something I've had for a while. The brand, which is Wet n Wild, was cruelty-free. And they've been a very strong cruelty-free company for many years. It's even in like their mission statement and the letter from their CEO that being cruelty-free is very important to them. They were recently caught selling in China. Even if you are a cruelty-free company, if you're selling selling products in mainland China, they have the risk of being pulled off the shelves to be tested at any given time. Companies that want to be truly cruelty-free don't have products for sale in mainland China in any way, shape, or form. You can still ship into China, but even if you just have like pop-up shops where you order from, because those products are physically there, being shown, being demoed, whatever it is, they can be pulled by authorities and tested. So anything that's actually being sold in mainland China cannot be considered cruelty-free, and that's where a lot of companies lose that. So Wet n Wild was found to have full displays in Chinese drugstores. I'm going to link the article down below because I don't remember the specifics, but first they said that because of their distribution, there's no way for them as a company to know if they were in China. Come on, guys. They knew. Then they said that there was a loophole. There used to be a law that to even sell in China, products had to be tested on animals and declared safe. That law has been abolished. However, they still have the chance of being pulled off the shelves and randomly tested. It's just a loophole. It's a loophole for them to remain cruelty-free because they have products there that can't be considered that. Sorry to go on a tangent, but that is why I do not buy Wet n Wild anymore as much as I would like to. So if you have a great matte black lip color, liquid especially, I would love to know about it. I am looking for a new one. I recently tried Black Moon Cosmetics. I'll put a picture of the look that I did right here, and I will tag the video to the tutorial. I was really in love with this lip color. It lasted really well. It went on nice. It wasn't super drying. So I'm excited to explore more Black Moon products. But if you have a black liquid lipstick that you love, I would love to see what it is. Definitely comment below and let me know. Number 5, what is your favorite perfume or cologne? I actually really don't wear perfume a lot. If I was to wear anything, I wear like a little bit of essential oil. As I mentioned in other videos, I really can't even wear oils because of the animals that I have. They are just negatively affected by essential oils. If I were to wear essential oil, it would be dragon's blood, cinnamon, lotus, or oh, black opium was one of my favorites. Again, I don't wear anything on the regular because of the animals that I have. 6, do you have a celebrity crush? I'll be honest with you, I probably haven't had a celebrity crush since high school. I honestly just think it's kind of weird. If you had to give up the color black, what color would you choose instead? Very dark gray. Because I wear all black, do you know how silly I would look in all purple or all red or anything like that? So if I really had to give up black, it'd probably just be very dark gray and it wouldn't be that different. If you could change your name to a stereotypical 90s or 2000s gothy name, what would it be? Ophelia. I love the name Ophelia. I actually tried to name Artegu Ophelia and Ragnar just didn't like it. So maybe something in the future. Artegu is obsidian, so that's still kind of there. What are your top 3 tips for surviving hot weather while black clad? I'm definitely kind of a solar goth. We spend a ton of time outside. We spend a ton of time in the sun, on the water, in the woods, hiking, all that stuff. I've been outside a lot since I was a kid and always worn a lot of black, probably since I was about 12. So it doesn't bother me, but I will tell you that thin, flowy clothes make a difference. I definitely like stuff like this is really nice. Flowy pants, Palazzolo pants are really nice for summer. They're thin and flowy, but they also look really good. Bikinis and crop tops are totally your friend. I spend so much time in a bathing suit in the summer. It is ridiculous. I don't like being overly hot and I don't like being uncomfortable. So like, I kind of dress like this year round. In the summer, it's just a little bit less. What song will always make you happy? Does not have to be a goth band. There's a few. In terms of like a gothier song, I love Bloodletting by Concrete Blonde. It is so good. In terms of a not goth song, I love I Just Don't Give a Fuck by Justina Valentine. I don't know, I resonate with that song in a lot of ways, which we'll get into that a little bit more later. Are you active in the arts? Yeah. I do model. That's one of the biggest things. I am learning photographer. I'm a performer. I've been a dancer since I was 7 years old. I love dance. No matter what I'm doing, I'm just constantly moving and dancing. I can't help it. I constantly smack into things. I did tap, jazz, ballet, lyrical, hip hop, everything as a kid. Now I do mostly belly dance, and when I perform, I definitely implement elements of like lyrical into belly dance. It's also kind of like theatrical. I do also make jewelry. To me, makeup is absolutely one of my favorite art forms. I can make clothing, which I don't do a whole lot anymore. I actually went to an art school for a little bit in high school. My major was 2D art, mostly like drawing and painting. My minor, my first year was guitar. My second year was ballet. But I absolutely love ballet. If you had a teacup or mug inscribed just for you, what would it say? It probably wouldn't, because I just don't care about stuff like that. Though I have actually seen some Alice in Wonderland themed sets that say like, drink me, and then at the bottom it'll say you've drank poison. I love stuff like that, so I guess that would probably be it if I had to have it inscribed. If you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why? Probably a vampire or a succubus. I've always loved vampires. Being like a really small child, I was obsessed with Dracula. I loved any vampire movie I could get my hands on, and I remember being really upset that like I couldn't just grow up to be a vampire. Something about it, I just thought it was so appealing. I also love succubuses, and that is a longer story. I am a very kind of like sex positive person. I think sexuality is a really good thing. I think everybody should be more in touch with it, which is part of the reason that I perform in the areas that I perform. I actually do fetish shows and stuff like that. What horror-based superpower would you have? I think we just addressed this. I would drink blood for eternal youth and immortality. Do you feel confident or comfortable interacting with other goths or gothy people online or in real life? Why or why not? And honestly, I've always been somebody that gets along with everybody. The goth subculture can be kind of like gate kept in a way, or a lot of people are kind of stuck up, don't want to let you in, don't want there to be a subculture, even though they're a part of it. I don't know. There is a lot of gatekeeping. However, I tend to get along with all people. I can literally go to a fetish show. I can go to a rap show. I can go to a metal show. I can go to an art show. I can go to anything and feel at home. And like when I was younger, I always had friends from all different groups. I didn't really stick to one group. So, which is more important for a look? Great hair or great makeup? Honestly, I think makeup. I am blessed with hair that I really like anyways. Most of the time I just brush my hair and like spray something in it and tousle it. It's really easy. I definitely think, especially for a very extreme dramatic look, makeup is what's important. Is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture? I will say again that I just think there's a little bit too much gatekeeping, and people that want to protect something for no reason. Let people do what they want. Let people be how they want. There is no rule to being alternative. There's no rules to style or makeup. It should just be a little bit more open and accepting, I think. And I did actually miss one, which is, what is your number one non-goth hobby? And honestly, that would be my music. I actually listen to mostly like underground independent rap. I did listen to like a lot of metal and stuff in high school, and I think I just like burned myself out on it. I grew up right outside of Detroit. Rap is something everybody listens to, even like the metalheads and the people that are more into country. Like everybody listens to rap. Even if like somebody hates rap, there's something they like. It's definitely just part of like the culture in the Midwest to an extent, I think. I do listen to a lot of underground rap, and our Jeep has a really nice system. So driving around and like bumping hard bass is probably my favorite non-goth hobby. I've actually had the opportunity to meet some of my absolute favorite rappers. Snow the Product and Chris Webby, which I really like rap with message, and both of them really do. I also love Justina Valentine, and not so much her more mainstream stuff. Her freestyles and ciphers are absolutely amazing. They hit so fucking hard. It's ridiculous. That is definitely probably my favorite non-goth hobby is music. Like, I collect bones. I collect fossils and dead things and crystals and all kinds of cool stuff. I'm really into the arts, but my music is just like left field from how I look for the most part. I hope you guys have enjoyed this tag. Definitely don't forget to check out Lorna's, which is linked down below. If there's another tag that you'd like to see me do, please let me know. And other than that, I hope to see you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell to make sure you don't miss a thing.